Shalom. First of all, praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashem Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, the women and children, and the confusion of faith who follow. Got another article I wanted to bring to light. This one's from RT.com, dated today, July 23rd, or dated yesterday, July 23rd. It says, Turkey is straddling a fine line between being friend or foe to the U.S., EU, and NATO. And this is very significant. Number one, it's mentioning the U.S., the EU, and NATO all in one, which we know that to be the beast with having 7 heads and 10 horns, and the woman sitting upon that scarlet colored beast. Alright, as pursuant to Revelation 17:3. But it goes a little bit deeper than that, because when you get into the article, and even in the headline, it says that Turkey is straddling a fine line between being friend and foe to the beast. And that is pursuing a prophecy. So let's just read a little bit through this. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I will link the article in the description if you want to go a little bit deeper. But let's get some facts. It says Turkey has violated UN resolutions by opening portions of occupied Cyprus to development, while providing security for the U.S. withdrawal in Afghanistan and NATO's eastern flank. How long can it sustain this Jekyll and Hyde act? So what they're saying is that Turkey is playing both sides of the coin, which Esau's a hypocrite because he always plays both sides of the coin. He always backs both sides of every war. But that's another saga. Turkey seems conflicted over which role it wants to play when it comes to its U.S., EU, and NATO allies. In June, Turkey offered to maintain its military presence in Afghanistan, currently consisting of a battalion of about 500 soldiers who secure and operate the military section of the Hamid Karzai International Airport in Kabul. Kabul Airport is Afghanistan's primary commercial airport. And I remember there was a lot of battles for that airport during the Afghanistan war. It also serves as a critical military base and is viewed as a critical piece of strategic infrastructure connecting Afghanistan to the rest of the world, which is why there was a big battle for it, because it's his prime military or prime real estate. Whoever won that piece of real estate would have control over pretty much who comes in and who leaves the country. Okay, it says moreover, the airport is deemed critical to the logistical and security viability of the 600 U.S. soldiers who are expected to remain in Kabul to secure the U.S. embassy following the withdrawal of the U.S. military mission in August. So, to get to the point, it says, earlier this month, Turkey deployed a small Air Force detachment consisting of 4 F-16 fighters and some 80 support personnel to Marburg Air Base in northern Poland. This deployment, scheduled to last through mid-September, is Turkey's second contribution to NATO's Baltic Air Policing mission. Which is basically them circumventing or trying to engulf Russia. They're putting Air Force bases strategically around Russia in order to basically flank them, to circle around about them. So if there was ever a war that popped off, they can enclose them and shoot missiles basically on them from all angles. So what they're saying is Turkey is helping them to do this, to circumvent Russia, to do a there's a technical term for it. It's escaping me right now, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to give. It says this posturing began in 2014 in response to Russia's involvement in Crimea and the Donbass region of Ukraine. Okay, so, but what did they do? Skipping down, but Turkey's status as a NATO ally of good standing is suspect of late. Last year, the U.S. imposed sanctions on parts of Turkey's military procurement network in retaliation for their purchase of the S-400 surface-to-air missiles from Russia. So you're supposed to be helping NATO and the EU and America circumvent Russia, but you're buying from the Russian. That doesn't make no sense. You like, as I said, they're playing both sides of the coin. But wait, there's more. It says Turkey's ongoing support for the Libyan rebels, opposed to the internationally recognized government which the U.S. helped to overthrow with Gaddafi. Okay. It says Turkey's ongoing support for the Libyan rebels, opposed to the internationally recognized government of that nation, put it on a collision course with the French Navy, which France was a big part of bringing down Gaddafi, which attempted to interdict what they claim to be an illegal Turkish arms shipment and violation of the UN resolution. Okay, so basically, Turkey gave these, quote, rebels arms to help fight against the new Libyan government, which is pretty much the same thing that America did, the U.S. did, when they bought cocaine and all types of drugs from, Honduras or Nicaragua? It was Nicaragua, to help, take over, who was it? The drug kingpin. His name's escaping me right now. But basically, it's the crack epidemic. The U.S. was flooding its its streets with drugs in order to finance rebels to take down the Nicaraguan government and to take down that drug dealer, Noriega. There's Noriega, to take down Noriega. But now they're the pot calling the kettle black. Also, they're standing on side while Cuba goes up in flames, because Cuba is protesting right now, and America has the ability to help them, but they won't, because they want that government to be overturned. So it's okay if the Cuban government gets overturned because you want that to happen, but it's not okay if the Libyan government gets overturned because you're not cool with that. If it's an internationally recognized government, then every internationally recognized government should get the same treatment, right? But there you go. They'll say, "Oh, it's a terrorist state," or give their little 2 cents or whatnot. The point is, there's beef between Turkey, the U.S., and the EU, and NATO. I'm sorry I didn't dive deeper on that first part where it was speaking of the troops being put on Cyprus. When you go back into the history of Turkey and Cyprus, there was a war in, I believe, 1974, and Turkey basically took over the northern third of the island of Cyprus. And then there was a ceasefire, and Turkey has kept that bit of land since then. And that's the land that they're trying to build up now. And that's also the land that they promised the U.S. that they could house their troops as they bring them out of Afghanistan. So it's, like I said, it's all through prophecy. So let's get the actual prophecy that I'm speaking of. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. It says, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee." Remember, it said that Turkey doesn't know who they are. That they're playing both sides of the coin. They're being deceived. It says, "It had prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread with thee," it's like, "they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee." And that wound is Turkey being in bed with the Russians, quote. Them buying weapons, them buying surface-to-air missiles from the Russians, whom they're supposed to be circumventing. It doesn't make sense. If you're participating in a conscious effort to stop these people, then why are you buying weapons from these people? You seem like a traitor. Like you're a double agent from within. So is sowing discord between their alliance, between their confederacy. And that's beautiful because it's just another piece of prophecy that we understand is going to come to pass. The scripture says, "All these that have been the bow shoot at or spare no arrow." Now, Turkey doesn't have any nuclear weapons, but it is buying those S-400 missiles from Russia. Who else knows what they're actually buying from them? You know, but with that being said, I hope you were edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Bashem Rakrakadash. The honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, the women, the children, and the confusion of faith who follow. Shalom.